While Steve from Lone Star Helicopters gets the R66 up and running, we are going to do a flyover of Austin, which is so cool. I spent so much time in California and LA that we're finally moving beyond that. By the way, in the back we've got two people who have never flown in helicopters. Say your names.
Hi, I'm Blake.
I'm Nellie.
Blake and Nellie have never flown in a helicopter before, and their first time's going to be with me. I'm sorry. By the way, they work at Flying Eye Sunglasses. They make the sunglasses that I'm wearing right now and that Steve's wearing right now. If you would like sunglasses and you want to support the Micah Flies YouTube channel, click the link below in the description and you can get 10% off Flying Eyes. And you're still starting up, so I'm just going to say they've got these super thin temples that are very, very bendy and make it very easy to put on and off with headsets, and they don't break the seal, so the noise cancellation works brilliantly. I'm done talking to you about sunglasses. Let's go fly over Austin. And by the way, I know I just talked about sunglasses, but I'm taking them off. It's dusk.
Your helicopter.
My helicopter.
Very nice.
Clear right. Hey, Nellie and Blake. How's it going back there?
This
Amazing.
is dope.
Yay!
Oh, dope.
We've achieved dope status.
Yes.
So while we're on our way to go look at Austin, there's a ton of stuff en route. So, hey Steve, you know the place, you're really familiar with the area, and I don't feel like doing research because I'm a lazy man. So if you can guide us through and if you see anything interesting, just let us know.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
What's this lake we're coming up on?
So yeah, so this lake coming up here is Lake Travis. Lake Travis is the biggest body of water in Travis County. It's 65 miles long, and it's separated by Mansfield Dam. Right below Mansfield Dam is Lake Austin.
What would you say is a respectable altitude for flying along the lake here? I want to wave at some people in boats, but I don't want to freak them out. What do you think is a good altitude?
Yeah, so between 1,200 and 1,500 feet MSL for your altimeter. So what MSL means is it's mean sea level. So it's what all aircraft measure their altitude by, which is above sea level. Now, above ground level, we're about 500 to 600 feet here.
Yeah.
And really the rule when flying over water, if you are within glide distance to the shore, you don't need to wear any kind of life preservers or have any kind of like pyrotechnic devices to, like a flare gun to signal for anything.
I'm an awful swimmer, so I'm definitely staying within glide distance.
Yeah, so know the limits of your helicopter, know the height that you need to fly to the shore.
Oh man. You know, gosh, there are some crazy houses here. Like places that look like institutions.
Right. There's a lot of oil money here,
Yeah.
as well as tech.
What kind of tech? I mean, like who's here?
Well, so you have Dell computers, they're here. Google has a presence here. Lyft has a presence, Uber, Samsung.
It's always beautiful here based on, I mean, when you're flying around in a helicopter, there's kind of no bad options, but dusk, it's kind of extra beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, dawn and dusk, absolutely beautiful.
Good flying time.
So coming up on our nose here is an area called Bob Wentz Park. A lot of these sailors, as you see sailboats out here, they call it Windy Point. Because of the way the wind flows around this point, you get a pretty good push.
Okay.
So, now also right down here is a scuba diving park right off of the point there. That'll go down, I want to say 150 feet is the depth right in this area off the point.
What's this island off the nose here?
So that island there is what we call Sometimes Island. And the reason they call it Sometimes Island is because this is not a level controlled lake. We utilize the water in Travis to keep the flow in the level in Lake Austin. So as the flow goes down, sometimes the island is there. As flow goes up, sometimes it's not.
So you can just go hang out on the island until it disappears?
Yep, absolutely. And as the water goes down, you'll see more sandbars, islands popping up here. You can see some of them under the...
Yeah, ready to emerge.
And so as a boater, you need to be aware of where these things are.
Yeah,
because you could definitely run ashore.
I would definitely be the dude who ran ashore.
Right over to our left here, I don't know if your viewers can see it, but we have the Oasis restaurant, and it's a great place to go for Tex-Mex type of food, salsa dancing on the weekends, and a great sunset view.
Steve, that all sounds great, but can I land a helicopter there?
Absolutely.
You can?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to be a jerk and kind of say, it's not great because you can't put a helicopter on it, but by the way, there are some crazy houses here. I'm gonna try, okay, if I see another crazy house, I'm gonna vector slightly one way or another so you guys at home can check it out.
I'm gonna show you two crazy houses.
Okay.
One is the developer of a video game called Warcraft.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'll just tell you the story ahead of time so when we get there you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So he and his wife began building this house, and they haven't stopped. I've lived here since 2003, and they continue to build on it. They have an observatory on it. But when they were starting to build it and they wanted to live in it, the city of Austin would not run water to them because they were a single house on this hillside.
Mm-hmm.
So he went ahead and hired some contractors to build 6 more houses just so they'd run water to him.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I want that Warcraft money. I want to make those kind of eccentric choices. This is the great part about flying over Austin in a helicopter, which, by the way, do you do tours?
I do.
Well then, if you want to fly over Austin in a helicopter, give Steve a call. I put a link to his company in the description. But what's neat is that you see so much change from downtown. There's this sort of thriving, downtown vibe, and then like this. It looks like a river to me, but they tell me it's a lake.
They call it Lake Austin.
I disagree. Sorry, I'm going to veto that. Micah says it's a river, but like there's just so much variety here, and then the hill country is just delightful. You go out that direction, and it just gets. What are you looking?
Well, Sandra Bullock lives down here, or at least has a house right here. I'm trying to remember which one it is.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
That one right there.
Okay, that one.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna do this so the belly cam gets it.
All right. And actually, why don't you go ahead and give me a 90-degree turn to the left, and I'll go show you the Warcraft house.
I want to see the Warcraft house. Oh, hey, is that it over there? The thing that looks like a castle?
You see it.
I can't not see it. I can see it from space.
All right. And Matthew McConaughey lives right in one of those houses right off the point there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
There's so much celebrity here. Who knew?
Huh? And as we're approaching here, and we'll get your viewers to see it here in a moment, but off at about our 2 o'clock is the Pennybacker Bridge. A pretty famous landmark for Austin. You'll see those in postcards.
This place looks ridiculous. If you told me whose house is this, I'd say, I don't know, the guy who made Warcraft. Well, that's what it looks like. It looks like what it is.
Yeah. He's got an underground dungeon.
Well, of course he does.
Yeah, yeah. He used to have a pirate ship down off of the lake there.
Oh, well, sure. We all have a pirate ship, sure.
But yeah, coming up on our nose here is the 360 Bridge, and/or better well known as the Pennybacker Bridge.
Why Pennybacker?
I don't know. You got me on that one.
Aha!
Maybe it's made out of copper. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I mean, honestly, like I was saying earlier, you're kind of like the Wikipedia page for Austin if that was a person.
Right.
You know a lot about Austin. It's a good-looking bridge, though. Oh, and a golf course.
So this is the Austin Country Club, and they have the PGA Tours here every year.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not a golfer, but a fair number of golfers watch the channel and ask me to fly over golf courses. I almost called them golf places. That's how much of a golfer I am not. But here we are.
Beautiful golf course.
It's lovely.
The gentleman who owns this place off to our left, he's a hedge fund investor.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I do have to make a deviation. I'm going to check this out because looking at the art, he's got a Coons. And what's amazing about it, so I was flying just the other day in LA and saw a house that had similar art by Coons. I didn't know Coons made art that just any super rich person could. That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this place is full of art, and then he's got his main level, of course, but apparently his subground level is full of paintings and other types of art. This is his garage up here.
I try not to be envious, but man, that is something. Whose house is that?
I don't know.
I'm going to investigate. I need to find it out, and then I need to make friends. Hey, love the house. Did you follow Micah Flies?
Yes. Come on over this way towards the towers.
Coming towards the towers?
So not what you really want to hear going towards the towers, but you'll be glad you did here in a moment.
Okay.
And this is actually a really good heading right here. So go ahead and level out here. So coming up on our nose at the very peak of the hill, you're going to see Michael Dell's house. So Michael Dell Computers.
Yeah.
This is where he lives.
By the way, I'm going to check in on the youngsters. You guys doing okay back there?
Great.
Good, good.
So after we see Michael's house, I'm going to get on the radio with Austin Approach.
Cool.
And let them know that we want to go downtown and have a look around.
So is this the spot right here, right after?
This is Michael Dell's house, and if you start coming off to the left here,
yeah, here.
Yeah, you'll be able to get a really good view of it.
Yeah, this looks like there's a little bit of eccentricity in that place too. Is that a playground? Like a crazy ass playground?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to my daughter, I can't provide you with the crazy ass playground that Dell has.
Work harder.
I will work harder.
Yeah.
Taxiway Charlie between Taxiway Golf and C1 closed to aircraft with wingspan greater than 170.
So I'm listening to the automated terminal information system right now. It basically advises pilots of what's going on in the area, weather and any advisories, hazards,
Bravo closed between
like
Taxiway
that
Alpha and Taxiway Golf. Advise on initial contact. You have information.
This house right at our nose here with the sand-colored roof, that used to belong to Dennis Quaid.
Really?
And he has that helipad sitting right on top of his boat.
Information
man. Ball and Move having a helipad.
Yeah.
Wind 160 at wind 1. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 6,000.
Based on our flight so far, I just think everybody here is fabulously well.
2.22. Altimeter 2986.
Austin Approach, helicopter 80 November Kilo.
Helicopter 0 November Kilo, Austin Approach.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Helicopter 0 November Kilo. We have information Sierra. We are currently 7.5 miles to your northwest, 1,300. Like to proceed downtown for some tours.
Helicopter 0 November Kilo, squawk 0211.
Squawking 0211 for helicopter 0 November Kilo.
100 for 3,500 off Zilker.
So what do you think is a good approach?
I think that was a Skyhawk 27 Golf calling. Roger, 27 Golf.
What do you think, along the river here?
27 Golf, Austin, departure.
Yeah, come along the river and we'll make a hard left turn up Congress Avenue.
Cool.
Helicopter 0 November Kilo, radar contact, 5 northwest of Austin. Austin altimeter 2987. There's traffic 12 o'clock at 2 miles off the directions. A Saratoga at 2,500 also over the city.
All right, 0 November Kilo, Roger. We'll be looking for that traffic. We'll remain below 1,500 and west of I-35. So this is Auditorium Shores right here in front of us. We just flew over Zilker Park. This used to be called Pound Lake, but now it's called Ladybird Lake, named after our former president's wife, Lady Bird Johnson.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to slow down just a little bit here, just because I'm not used to all this speed. Normally, like the speed the Enstrom flies is like good for drinking it all in.
Right.
But, is this, I see a bunch of people down there. Are they watching the bats?
They are there for the bats.
Oh, this is cool.
Which we have the largest urban bat population in North America here in Austin, under that bridge.
Now, here's a safety question. Oh, you want the controls?
I'll take the controls for a moment, and I'm listening to you.
Yeah. How high do bats fly? I have an uncomfortable relationship with birds, so, you know, I hate to be claimed by a bat.
12,000 descending via the lake.
Leave it to you to ask me a second question. I don't know the answer. So at our nose here is the state capital for Texas.
Very cool. Can we go, like, right over that?
Absolutely.
Yes. By the way, that is a good-looking state capital.
33 miles, proceed direct 10 Texas.
It's taller than the U.S. capital. Why? Because everything's bigger in Texas.
Sure is. Did you see Michael Dell's house?
I did.
Austin Approach, 671 Echo Mike and
So all the red roofs that you see here is the University of Texas at Austin. Here's our famous clock tower.
I'll be putting her up.
By the way, do you mind if I turn the radio down just a touch?
Services terminates, clock BFR, contact executive tower.
Cool. Yeah, that clock tower. If you're not sure what happened at the clock tower in Austin, Google it. Oh, hey, so you had mentioned football is a huge deal here, and not even like the NFL, like college football.
Yes.
High school football is a big deal.
Yeah, any kind of football.
What's this over here?
All right, so coming around on our right side, it'll be on our nose here in a minute. This is the Texas Longhorn UT Stadium. This is home of the Longhorns.
Hook 'em horns?
Hook 'em horns, you got it.
See, around in LA, this is like kind of a metal sign, but is it a little angle, gives it the hook 'em horns?
That's right.
Okay, cool.
That's right.
I'm trying to pass myself off as Texan. It's not working.
We have the Frank Irwin Center coming up on our nose, the round building. They hold concerts there and events. And then that big, beautiful building that we passed on the way in here, and I'll fly back over it. It's called the Frost Bank Building.
Yeah.
When I moved here in 2003, that was the tallest building in Austin.
Look at it now. Wow, that's actually kind of a lot of growth for a not particularly long time.
You should, yourself and your viewers should go and Google the time lapse of 2003 to now.
Oh yeah?
See the change in the skyline of Austin. It's amazing.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing is that Austin really blends kind of to me, traditional Texas style of architecture with a lot of this newness.
Yeah.
I wonder if that kind of speaks to the general essence of Austin. It's sort of is it fair to say Austin's a bit of an anomaly in Texas?
Yes.
Oh, good, I nailed it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
What's this area, where are we going? What else you got for us?
Yeah, so I'm going to loop back around here. I'm going to fly us down the famous 6th Street. And what 6th Street is well known for here is the bars, number one, but why people go to the bars other than drinking? It's the live music capital of the world here. It really is. That's why we have Austin City Limits, the big music event here, ACL.
By the way, do the locals get annoyed when it's Austin City Limits time and all the tourists come to town?
You know.
That's a yes. I'm going to take that as a yes.
Okay, there you go. You caught me. You caught me. So right here below us, this is 6th Street.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it's, you know, they close it down on the weekends for foot traffic, and it gets pretty crazy.
What's the best concert you've seen in the greater Austin area?
The best concert?
Yeah.
That's a good one. There's been so many good ones. You know, well, I'm just going to stick with country since we are in Texas.
Good, man. This was a test and you passed.
All right, then.
Yeah. Who'd you see that you liked?
Well, there's a couple, but you know, Zach Brown was really good.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
They're real good.
Behind us on the left, there's what is that? That park?
Yeah, so that's Auditorium Shores and the Palmer Event Center.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll fly back over there in just a moment. But what I wanted to show you also here,
what do you got?
This is Zilker Park, and this is where Austin City Limits takes place, or I should say South by Southwest as well. They set up all the stages down here
so
at night.
Do random people just come out here and hang out on blankets?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, just chill out. And right below us, coming up on our nose, this is Barton Springs. It's a natural spring that comes out of the ground, and people come down here and hang out, go swimming.
When I was a kid, I lived in New Braunfels, and we'd go to Warnicke's, and we'd go down to the river.
Yeah.
And a lot of tubing, and so I have a deep affinity for tubing. And I was never young, or I was never old enough for it, but I believe there's a version of tubing where like you got a tube for everybody and then one for the beer. Like
that's a real thing.
Yeah, I know that's a real thing.
Yeah, floating the Guadalupe, as they call it.
Yes.
So yeah, this is the Palmer Event Center that you were asking me about, and Auditorium Shores. And then as soon as we pass over 1st Street here, we're going to pass over Congress, where the population of bats are, which is why those boats are out there, as well as the people out on the bridge there. But also below us is the Austin American Statesman newspaper.
Man, this is why I need a faster helicopter. I feel like we're getting all of the tour so quickly. This is great.
This is the Austin Convention Center right down here at our 11 o'clock. Big white roof. All right.
Hey, let's make it interactive. What's your favorite memory of Austin? Have you been to Austin? Have you seen live music in Austin? Tell us in the comments.
You ready to fly?
Yes.
You've got the controls?
I've got the controls. Where are we going, bro?
It's up to you. You're the pilot.
I don't know, Austin. I don't know what's... Okay, I'm just going to look and see if I see anything interesting.
Aircraft vicinity of St. Mark's.
Going to go right over the top of the tower.
We're about 4 miles
and I'm going to come up just a little bit. You said below 1,500?
Side of the hospital.
Say that last part for me one more time.
Did you say we're not going to be higher than 1,500?
Yeah,
okay,
1,500 is a good altitude for here. If we had an issue, it gives us plenty of time to
Good.
All right. Austin Bergstrom, which is I've been talking to. Oh, real quick, right out of nose, In-N-Out Burgers. You're from California. We have In-N-Out in Central Texas. Finally.
That's so funny. Somebody asked me to fly over an In-N-Out Burger. I'm like, easy. But I didn't expect I'd do that in Texas.
Yeah. You know, so before, what was it, 5 years ago? 6 years ago?
Yeah.
We didn't have an In-N-Out here. We had a P. Terry's. It was close, but not In-N-Out.
On behalf of California, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. And, man, so we have Whataburger here, and everyone goes crazy about Whataburger.
I'm into it. Oh, wait a second. You're not a real Texan.
No, I said I was from California.
I think we're getting a little low on light, so maybe we should start wrapping up this video. Is there anything else that's nearby that we should definitely see?
The only other thing I was going to tell you about, I could tell you about it, you don't necessarily need to see it. So I'm talking to Austin Bergstrom. Austin Bergstrom used to be a military base before it was our main airport. And our main airport was Mueller. Mueller now still has the control tower there as art, but it's all subdivisions now. And shopping centers and Dell Children's Hospital, named after
the man with the eccentric playground.
Michael Dell, because he donates money for the cause, for the build.
Good on you, Michael Dell. We have something similar to like that in Southern California. You remember the old El Toro Marine Station?
I do.
It's now suburban living, and they still have parts of the runway there, and they still have like the old tower, but it's like it's a really funny juxtaposition, like this kind of like hardscrabble military stuff, and then just like gently meandering walkways and places where you can run with your dog and that kind of stuff.
Fantastic.
Hey, I think this is a really successful flight. Thank you, Nellie and Blake, for not being nauseous back there and being along. Did you have a good flight?
Good so far?
Yay! Right. Okay, and thank you guys for watching. If you want to follow me on Instagram, if you're curious when I'm flying or driving between YouTube videos, check me over on Instagram. Be sure to follow Steve's company over on Instagram as well. There is the place. I mean, if you're in Austin and you want to learn how to fly, or you just want to go fly over the
a tour,
just go do a tour. Give Steve a call. Details in the link below. Thanks, guys. See you next one. Cheers.